Hey everyone, Calvin here. So today we are going to start with the episode 4 of the series. Again, it's easy mode, but got to say we get to explore a lot of stuff. And then when we get better, we can start trying taking on more challenges in the series. So uh, today we are going to do a lot of cool stuff. But before we start, I saw that we have a beaver who's injured. So let's make some relief for that beaver. I think we'll have to build a bed, medical bed, so it takes care of injury. 80 cents, I'm good for that. Uh, a good place would be somewhere around here, or maybe, yeah, I think here it's okay for the time being. And I think I should put one somewhere around here because the beavers generally get injured when they gnaw at these trees. So I think there's high chance they might get injured here. So I'll put one more maybe here. So this will, okay. So this place is also good. Okay. So now that we have that out of the way, I think we are going to let's do a quick assessment on the food. So we are getting wheat. We are not going to do much there right now because of wheat is not a product that we can directly consume. It has to go. We have to make a flour, and out of flour, then we have to make bread. So it's not going to be our first priority. I think next thing is flower seed, which they can consume directly. Carrots is something that they can. So I'll keep a quick an eye out on this numbers. Hope it's not dropping below 50. If it is, I think we should plan something more for it. So let's keep an eye out on that. So I think let's continue building here. The first thing we can do is maybe start building a few more wheel. I think this can be done here exactly. Let's try power wheel, and there you go. Unfortunately, we cannot build more in this segment because I'm going to connect all these wheel directly via a shaft and then bring it here to this area where we will start with some windmills and which will also connect to some battery as we discussed last time. So let's plan few stuff round about there. I think we'll put one here. Then in power, we will put this. Put connectors here and a three-fold T section. Think it's connecting correctly. Uh, then another T section here, but I think, yeah, I think first we need to build the other pieces so that the beavers don't get trapped, as you saw last time. beavers can get stranded. So once all these pieces are built, we can start building our uh, yeah, I think this we can skip. We can put a 4 here, and from here we can build vertically. Let's pause this so that they have a chance to build this first, then this second, this third, this will be the fourth one, and then this will be next. But I won't unpause it until all the things are built. So let's wait and watch how they build it. Okay, so next is what we are going to do is we are going to find a way to im build a explosive factory. Unfortunately, we can't build it until this whole section is sorted out first. Or maybe we can. Let's see what is the easiest way to do this. So any which ways we are going to come to this portion. So I think it will be great if we can start now itself. Then there you go. There you go. They have built this. Let's unpause this. This should be next in priority for us to build. We can delete this path once they have built this. I think we should. Let's find a way to get. I think this should be fine. Think, yeah, this should get us on top. And also we'll try to go this way to build stuff. Let's build these which we need. Mind you, these are very cheap, so in terms of science, I think we can quickly unlock those. And a vertical shaft, and then, sorry, top. This will help us get up. Then this along with this. Then again a downward shaft, and we are here. So I think we can start building some windmill here. I think this will be. Oh, we need a good amount of science. So let's leave it to that. Let the beavers build here. In the meantime, I will start planning our explosive factory. Uh, so explosive factory can, if I'm not wrong, it's here. So it only takes 400. We are making these, making gears. We are making metals. We have metal blocks right now, so we can get started on that. So if we put it here, then our path will be blocked. So I think one step behind should be fine. Let's do that right now. Delete the path. Okay, so I think we have built it right. Let's let's build a explosive factory now. I would have preferred it to be closer uh, to the bad water storage, but not an issue. We can always prioritize it with beer haulers. So the haulers will be bringing bad water here, and luckily they'll be able to uh, come around and waste the beaver can spend some time creating explosive for us. So next thing we can do is we can put a path here and redirect some water here, and we can start growing cattail and other aquatic plants like spider dog. So that will be something that we can do today. Let's see if this water is impacting uh, the food and the crops. If it's contaminating the ground, then crops will definitely die. And I think one thing we should also plan is some way to uh, not let these two liquid mix. The bad water and water mixing will obviously is not an issue right now, but it will be an issue during bad tides. So the whole river will be bad tide at that point of time. So definitely the water will come in and spoil our yield. So let's think about something. Uh, I was thinking just to maybe create a barrier in between. so that the situation is not this bad. Maybe something like that. I hope it doesn't uh, spill over. Let's see. We'll try to keep two at least on each side. Not this one. This will be bad. I think here, maybe here, here, and here. So I think uh, all these should be far away from the district. So let's bring a path for the beavers down here. So this is water. I don't see it as an issue for them, beaver, because I think there's one more parameter that can make the beavers happy is a wet fur bonus that we get. Let's see if they are able to build this. We can test it out before going too far. And let's see how it goes. In the meantime, the beavers are building these. I think we are slacking on the gear production. It's because it's paused. So I think they should start making some gears now. In the meantime, let's relook at our food situations. Food is looking good. We are getting some potatoes now. Maybe we should increase raw potato production because, as you can see, all of them are now grilled potatoes, but we don't have ample of potatoes. Maybe we should plant them now. Uh, there you go. So once we have those filled, that should be good. This is set to 1%, which is good. We have a lot of advantage in this area that we can use. All right. So we are making some good progress. Unfortunately, we are not making the signs work in our favor. So let's start building some more. I'll prioritize one of them to be built first. Let's build some part to this portion so we can start cutting down these trees too because I think those are oak and oak will give us 8 logs. I wouldn't if it was a birch I wouldn't have cared much, but since these are oak I will definitely consider cutting them down. I think we should consider also creating one more gear production because gear workshop is currently we are lacking that as well as plank. We have ample. I think we should consider that. So maybe increase our capacity here. This should be fine. Sorry about that. Okay, so we're doing good here, and the beavers have already started building these. I hope none of them are contaminated. I hope they are not being stupid. As of now, this is looking okay. Most of the water is being stopped here and it's moving in this direction, so I think it could work. So as and when they'll build more, I think we'll have much clear picture of if it's working or not. Meanwhile, I can see some water. I think considering 72 beavers, I think we should increase our water production as well. So first I'll build some storage. I'll build a large one too here, which will be a lower priority. Let's give it a little higher, but not that high. Uh, and one more maybe in this area, maybe near here. So I can keep it to obtain. Oh, I see. There's a missing part, so that's the reason why they are not able to reach here. Otherwise, they would have built a lot of things by now. So yeah, my bad. So I think we can seal this off too because I don't see any reason why we are going to go here right now or anytime soon. So let's prioritize this as well. So once we have all this built, we can uh, we can start building more long-term solutions for our power problem, and then we can be a little mm, uh, abundant on power. There you go. This they have already started building. I have prioritized this, so this should be built soon as well. As soon as these are built, I think We should be able to cut these down. Let's prioritize these two. I am liking how this area is helping us out with the wood. So I think we can get rid of these. So let them cut down, and as soon as they cut down, we'll start using this whole area for just for farming, and this whole area just for the wood. So this forest can help us with the wood production, and this can keep our stomach full. So that's good. Overall, I think 70 is a sweet spot for us because right now we are running a lot of jobs that may be over, but uh, as soon as we have built more, we can reduce our builder and then take and the builders can take up new jobs. So I think gear is something that we are still struggling. I think let's prioritize these first. I'll prioritize by haulers so that these are cut first and our log storage are almost full. I think most of the things are sorted out as soon as the storage are built for water. We should be able to see if we are able to keep up with the demand. I think this will be best if we are keeping this to prioritize by haulers, or maybe not. We'll just set this to supply. So what will this do is all the pumpers will fill this up, and the haulers will always collect from here and dump it in the ones which are set to obtain. I think this should be good. Let's keep this to obtain as well. And there's another one that we had built, this one, so we'll keep that to obtain as well. Yeah, it is already set to obtain. Let's see the progress here now that we have built most of the thing. We are still waiting for the gear to be added. So I think I think that should be enough. Let's see what else we can do. At some point we'll start using these overhangs also so that we can compress a lot of building in one area so we don't use up a lot of green spaces. These are metal platforms which can be used to create more spaces just like these platform, but except that they take cover a lot of area while using few stands. So I think that's one way we can use it. Impermeable floor is something that we can use on the overhang so that we can use it to create some aqueducts. This is something I think we can use maybe to sort out some any contaminated land adjacent to the bad water. So let's take a quick look at how the building is going on. Okay, so they are injured, but that's okay. They are in the bed. Lacking materials, so buildings are flooded. Okay, it's constantly being flooded. I think we can live with that. All right, I think it seems to be working fine right now. So I think we can go with this plan. I think that should sort things out. Okay, so I think next thing is clear out a path to this area. We're still waiting for the explosive to be built. So in the meantime, I'll start creating some spaces. So let's see how do we get there. I think these are birds, so I think I can let them go. Once they clear all this out, maybe some more in this area. Okay, I think this will help us to a point where the water needs to be kept separate from. I think we can build it till here because after this point we want our wheels to be turning with the power of both. So I think from here onwards we can build separately. Uh, but past this point we'll keep it open so that the wheels turn. And I think, yeah, so let's delete this path. Let's build a gear workshop. Shouldn't take. Okay, so we built extra, but that's okay. I wouldn't mind. What I was thinking is use up all this area. So let's do one thing. Let's build all this in platforms, and we can use all this area as a industrial area for us. If you, so I'm looking at this and feel that uh, feel that this is going to be a little issue for us. And so, uh, yeah, so sorry, I've been in chain of thought. So the reason why we kept this option unchecked is because we were flooding from all places, and that is the reason why we were not keeping, because it only lets water when the depth goes below 65. So it will only leave water when the depth goes below 65. So else we are receiving a full force of a lot of water sources from these as well as these. So which is causing a lot of water not being left, and these are not able to cope up with the pressure that's coming to the volume, the sheer volume that is coming through these water sources. So I think a better idea would be to uh, maybe change these two sluices, and we can keep the water coming all the way. So let's do that. I think we can delete this path. It shouldn't be an issue because always have the chance, we will always have that chance to build again. Oops. So we don't have water. I think I messed up, but no harm. It's an only 2 day uh, drought, so we shouldn't have any issues. Let's go all the way. I wouldn't mind that. Build a stair, build a path. Let's high prioritize these. So beavers are doing great with this part. They have been they have been managed to fill these area. I think they won't be able to get to these. So I think easiest way is to build them a path around these. Now that I think of it, I think why not build here as well? We can use all this area to build. Yeah, I think that is good. We can use this. You can keep it to lower priority for the time being. We don't want our planks to be all utilized here. This we can leave it as it is because we will have to prioritize those. This guy is done. This whole area is now done. So I think we can delete this. He is relieved of his duty. So once we have the ample signs, we can start unlocking. We can start unlocking gravity battery and windmills. So I think this will only give us 150, while this gives us 300, 20, and 20. And this is 20. And even though this is, I think next thing is we'll have to get some paper as well. So let's see how can we do that by putting a paper mill. So I think that will be our next priority to go. All the water has dried up, which is my fault. I agree, but I think uh, it should be fine. We should be able to survive this because it's only half a day to go. Potato seedling, so I'll just put some more potatoes. Another potato patch. So I just realized that since we are using all of the planks all over the place, we are not supplying adequate planks to this as well. So maybe that's the reason why production, even though you see 10, uh, not all of them were provided on time. So we are lacking on gear production right now, which is why we are not able to build this explosive factory, and which is why we this won't be effective. The gear workshop won't be effective. So let's give it. So I just added uh, a, haulers, prioritized with haulers, and I think we should be able to build this one very soon because only we need only one gear. Once we do, I think we'll start prioritizing this as well, the gear workshop, because we are lacking behind on gears. Once this is done, I think we should wrap up a lot of stuff. So this is looking good. We have managed to keep them separate, no leaks at all, at least apparently. Let's let it actually flow. So it's catching up. So it seems like the full flow has not been started yet of water and bad tide. I mean bad water. Let's see as soon as it hits and stable point, we'll check if there are any leakages. If not, then we are good. The, it's still increasing, still increasing. I was honestly not expecting this high number, but I think it's working in our favor. There you go. So this is something I think it's steady. So no leaks apparently. I think we are set in this separation of the liquids. So I think once these are built, I doubt there will be any. issues with the this being contaminated. So I think we can focus on getting everything else done. This for some reason is still causing problems. Maybe it will sort it out by itself. Oh, I see. So as in when they build these, they will start uh, they will start actually creating a little choke up, and then it will sort out itself. So once these are built, I doubt there will be any issue. Let's keep this 95. So if the water level here goes below 95, I think it will start leaving water. Or maybe keep it open at all times. I think this is fine. As soon as the water, since we have kept this open, it will constantly keep flowing, and this level will be never be at one, level one, depth of one, you can say, and it will keep flowing, and in turn, this will keep on flowing. So I think we can change this to uh, 95, maybe 90, and even this at 90. Let's see. Once we have built these, we will have a better understanding how it is working out. So, building is lacking material. Which one is it? Yeah, so the potatoes are not keeping up. Uh, Maybe another few patches would be a great idea. I don't care about this one. These will take good amount of time, so let's not wait for those to happen. We still have three beavers who are unemployed. Maybe let's see something for that. We are not going growing these. We don't need these for the time being because these are related to beaver bots. And since we are not building any bots, I think it should be fine. Anything that I have missed out, let's see. No, not right now. So let's unlock this. Yeah, I think we should unlock it because we will have to prioritize the food situation even before uh, we have sorted out the power supply, because power supply currently is doing fine. As soon as we get these up, I think our beavers will start growing, I mean, working faster. So, while we are here, I think we should build some of those perks that the beavers need. So, this gives wet fur, which is good. Then, let's look at something cheaper that we can build and unlock. I think 50 is something that we can do. We want a we want to definitely uh, build. Uh, we want our science to pile up soon. So I think this will be a good place to build. Let's put some. Let's build three of these. I will remove these. We don't need them anymore. Okay, so let's observe how these are actually working. So this is set to 90 and I'll check this. And I'll check this one as well. So this is set to 90 as well. Okay, it seems to be sorting itself out and this is coping up well. The only thing that I'm actually worried is all this water, so all the seven sources of seven or 10 sources, I'm not sure how many. I think it was 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 plus 2, 10. 10 sources of water is coming through all this channel. And then we are choking this and bring it in a certain uh, form. I mean, a certain chokehold which is causing this. Maybe this is one of the reason why we are getting higher output of what this wheel because all that water is pushed through all this small space and as soon as it does, it starts flowing quicker. So I think that that's one of the great news that we have. I think we can detonate these. This is awesome. So this is one of the agenda that we had for today, and it is looking good for us. So maybe we should put a dam as well here. It will be a good idea. And some I know I'm going overboard with the platforms. I know they use up the plank, but it always looks good to use it a little. There should be little symmetry, you can say. So that's fine. I'll unlock the aquatic farm since we are there already. I think This should be fine. Think here we can put it, and one we can run a path in front. Next thing is we need a way to get down. Oops, should maybe zoom. Let's put a step. So these will be our priority so that we can start planting in this episode. Let's prioritize all these four items, three items actually. Okay, this needs to be set on water. I'll keep it as obtained. This prioritize for haulers. This also prioritize for hauler. This can't be. Let's do this as well. I'm not sure if it's going to make any difference, but let's keep it. So let's look at the, yeah, there you go. I think we should build some storage for our explosive factory because the beaver is currently sitting idle. So let's do that. Do we need a warehouse or do we need, yeah, so we can build a warehouse for that. Small warehouse is this. I think a warehouse would be a get better idea because we are running low on gear and planks. So let's do this. So next thing what we want to unlock is, okay, there you go. So this is built. So I think we can expect this to be filled, I mean built sooner. So let's put these to be produced. Great. Now let's do Spadadoc 2. This is great. So as soon as this is built, this viewer will start going for it. Oh, so it seems like we are running short on beavers. These we can make do with just one. As soon as we are done with this, I will delete the other one as well. And where else? Where else we can get a beaver? So we're still lacking beavers. So this is the only one. So let's see what other job we can stop for the time being. I think this is fine. This we can, because we have this one who's taking care of all. Water is doing good. No complaints there. This is filled up to the brim. So I think we should prioritize these. So yeah, you go. So here he has already started. I'll also build some storage for the beavers to store paddock and cattail. So paddock should be here, and cattail is here. Beavers are almost done. Let's prioritize these pieces so that we don't leave it to chance for any leaks here. Otherwise, all the crops will be decimated, and we'll have some another disaster in this episode, which I'm not planning to do. So let's fill these as well. So this is where our line ends. I think we can build another food farmhouse. Let's see what we should do. I think another few patches of a couple of patches of sunflowers should do, and it never hurts to put some more of carrots. You will need carrots. So we seem to be leaking from here. Maybe it will be a good idea to set this to 1. And this to maybe 95 should be fine. So I think we are doing good progress here. Everything looks to be sorted out. Everything is going according to the plan, except for that one accident that happened on the food portion, but I think we are doing good. So yeah, this is looking good. And once we have all the signs that we need, we can start unlocking those. So next time when we come in the next episode, I think we can build the paper mill, which will help us build uh, the windmills, and we'll also start using the tapper shack to get different types of food for the beavers, so they can harvest some of the uh, pine raising, maple syrups, etc., etc. So it should bring happiness up, way up, and I think it will help us in the long term so that we can build as much as possible at faster rate and grow our beaver colony. So I think that will be our plan for the next time. We have some aquatic plants coming in and a lot cool stuff to build in the next episode. So thank you everyone for joining. See you next time.